Because if we look back at your previous history growing up until kind of when you started to actually do interior design, you were a very flow only. Like, yeah, whatever happens, yeah, it's okay. So given that you've had both sides, because I feel like mine's been more of the opposite as of late. Like, I try to be, like, you're my inspiration for so much on being flexible, being kind to myself, like letting things happen, not like having this killer suffocating grip on everything and wanting to control. So since you've kind of done both, like what do you think is a better way?
Well, I think the better way is definitely realizing that you have the power in your life, that it's not in like destinies, it's not chance, it's not luck, it's really about what you want. And if you want something, you make it happen and you put effort towards it. And it's just getting in that wavelength of manifesting. I'm really big in that, and just writing things. But I think the first step is really figuring it out, who you are and where you want to get to. And I think once you have those two, sky's the limit, because once you know where you want to get to at the end of your life, it's just a matter of like redirecting your course, right? Like, okay, I did this, it's not serving me to get to where I want to become, so I need to redirect myself. And then you get to the next level and then you find out the same thing. Okay, I gotta do this. You're always course correcting when you know where exactly you want to get to. But I mean, it's not like I was born knowing all these things. I was born with insecurities and scarcity mentality and not having enough money, and so it's been years of trying to let go of these things and really working on myself. And but yeah, I think the best way to do it is when you take life in your own hands and you're responsible for your future, for where you want to get to, and don't leave it for chance. Don't be in a job but just because, oh, this is just a job that I have, so I have to stay, if you're unhappy or if it's not serving you anymore. So I think it's a much better way to live. It doesn't mean that you don't have hurdles. It doesn't mean that you don't still have insecurities and self-doubt, and it doesn't mean that everything's perfect. It just means that you're the owner of your life, and you get so much more from that than just letting life take you to where it wants to take you.
So then do you wish back when you were younger you kind of applied more of this mentality instead of just kind of letting things happen, or did that need to have obviously it needed to have happened in order for you to come to this realization?
Yeah, no, the thing that's so weird about my brain is that I really don't dwell on the past too much.
Nice.
I don't live in a past at all. So even that question, it's like, I don't know, what had to happen happened already. Like, I can't.
You're so good at letting stuff go.
Yeah.
And just thinking about what it is you actually want.
Well, I think I'm just so lasered focused. I have such a clear idea of where
I think you do now, but I don't think before you didn't have that laser focus. But still,
no, I didn't.
But still, you didn't let the past of like floating and all this other stuff like dictate what you're. And this is what I love about you is like. Your thing of, oh yeah, I'm gonna do this, and mine would be like, okay, well, let me bring up past examples, past stuff. Okay, is this possible? Whereas yours is like, yeah, I'm gonna jump over that gorge. It's like, you don't even jump. Like, what are you talking? Like, you've never done this in the past. Oh, so it's fine. I'll jump. Like, I'll find a way. So I'm just like, what? Which I think is so amazing, and I think that's so empowering because it's obviously allowed you to get to where you're at. Of like. And I think that's why you and I work really well together is like you are so big on I'm going to get over there and then I'm better at like, okay, what's the how? Like,
Yeah.
let me help you a little bit. Let me unpack some stuff. Like, but you just have these amazing, like, for anyone who doesn't know Fernanda, like, she's huge into writing in these journals. And the analogy I always use is I'll tell her stuff like, babe, write this in your journal, because her journals are literally like Indian in the cupboard. I don't know if anyone out there has seen that or heard it, but the story is that this boy has this cupboard, this magic cupboard, and he puts his like toys in there, like figurines, and then when he opens it in the morning, they come to life. And so that's literally her journal, that anytime she writes something in her journal, like, I know what's going to happen in like 2 years or 3 years.